Yes, we're at Costco again, and we've got the Kohler Provo 33-inch single bowl sink kit, and it's nearly 25% on sale. We're at Costco. Why are we doing a sink video? There's a lot of good sink videos out there, but not this Provo Kohler sink, so thought I'd provide a video of dropping this thing in. It's going to be real simple and quick, no problems, just to show the people how easy it's done. Okay, we made it home. Let's get this thing inside the house. Okay, some tools we're going to need. Plumber's putty, of course. The Snappy Trap single bowl kitchen sink conversion kit and some high chew. Okay, here's the original sink. This came with the house when it was built in the factory back in the 80s. I upgraded the faucet recently, but it's getting old, it's getting beat up, it's hard to clean, the stains won't go away. As you can see here, just a day or two after cleaning, it just looks absolutely horrific. And so we're ready for an upgrade. The worst thing is back here, there's not enough room, there's less than a finger width. So you can't get fresh caulking back there, you can't really clean it very well, and then water collects and it's just a mess. So first thing we're gonna do is take a little knife here and cut along the seal where the original sink dropped in. Here you get a good look at the two system here. That's going to get cleaned up as we're going to go to a single bowl. And now this thing wasn't really glued in very well and there were no clips. So just a little bit of light cutting and the whole thing came right out. Of course, there's going to be some nasty debris along the ring where the sink sat for so long. So we'll get to working on that right away. It looks like in the factory they use some sort of tape that looks like and feels like plumber's putty, and they put that on the countertop before they dropped in the sink instead of putting it on the sink, which is what you'll see in most videos for new installation. It did come up pretty good, and it actually did a really good job of protecting the raw wood on the countertop underneath the laminate here. As we'll see, there's only a couple of sections where there's some visible damage. And once we get done with this, that'll all be gone. And yes, there's some staining on that back drywall. That's from a leak from a few years ago. No permanent damage. And now we're just got to clean, get rid of some water spots while we have the space back here and get this area prepped for the new sink. Every good video comes with an unboxing, so let's open this thing up and show you exactly comes with the Kohler Provo 33-inch dual mount single bowl sink kit. Okay, here is the sink. It comes wrapped in plastic, and then all the accessories and stuff looks like it's inside, so we'll have to see if we can break this open with one hand and start pulling this stuff out of here. You know what? It's clear I'm not going to be able to get this done with one hand, so I'm going to go find a helper, and then we'll get the rest of this opened up for you. Okay, it's a little easier with two hands, not that much easier, but we'll get this out of here. We will open this up and see what the box has in store. I believe this is going to be the faucet, the industrial style faucet. Yes. And pro tip, we're going to install this while the sink is still out before it goes onto the countertop. Here we have what looks to be a silicone drying mat. We've got some additional boxes here. Oh, this is the steel rack that goes at the bottom to protect the stainless steel finish. And then there we've got the drain. If you're not going to put your own drain on with a garbage disposal, it does come with one of these with the little strainer. And then another box, some instructions, some clips, install template, and I'll need another knife to open this box. this is the cutting board. Another neat feature. This will sit right in the sink for you as well. So I love this little sink kit and all the accessories that come with it. Okay, once you get it out, you always do a dry fit test, and that's when all of our dreams were shattered. This would not be an easy drop-in. Although we measured and thought everything would drop in perfectly, it did not. So I got a little bit of help with this. The key is you're gonna have to make some more room in some cases, and you wanna cut in an even manner. So you wanna measure out your lines so that you're taking the same amount off both sides, that they're square, so that when you get done, you don't have a sink that's 18 degrees to the right. Once you've got that done, then you got to figure out the right tools in order to cut your particular countertop. Not as easy as it looks here. It took a little bit of time in figuring out, especially along that back wall where there's not a lot of clearance. I've got lucky. I've got a great brother-in-law who's real handy and was able to help out in this particular situation. Not going to lie, one of the most time-consuming things was the cleanup afterwards. If you have tools with dust collection, I highly recommend trying to use them. There was fine dust particles everywhere when we were done with just a couple of trims along the sink. But great news, after a little bit of trimming, we were able to make it fit. And that's good because I'd already unboxed every single accessory. It would have been a pain to take this back. But we've got everything fit. Now it's just a matter of doing a proper installation. So the manual says to just drop it in there and put a tiny bead of silicone around the outside edge. We decided to go against that. Here you see we've installed the faucet. That was just a couple of washers and a couple of screws, no big deal. But here we're applying that plumber's putty, a really thick rope of plumber's putty, all around the outside lip there. That's gonna prove to be difficult to smash down, but that's gonna give us a really strong barrier against water in the future. And there's a look of the sink. Same thing, plumber's putty on the inside of that. Make sure you line up the letters correct. Otherwise you have to redo it when you're done. But here we are with the finished sink. We've got some of the accessories we're pulling out now. We've got that cutting board that fits nicely there. Here's a look of it actually working. We had to do a little bit of plumbing underneath. That was a little bit of a pain. Had to go get a 1.5 inch ABS nipple and a little bit of ABS cement, and had to trim down the length of some of those pipes, but we got it connected, working, and without leaks, most importantly. But going from a double sink to this single sink, it's also an inch longer and wider, was a huge difference. So really loving this setup. The drying rack we love more than we actually thought we would. Because there's so much room in the sink, you can still have stuff on the drying rack and still have full use of the sink. So overall, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend this Costco system. This little handle comes out. You can turn it into a spray wand. It's got a magnetic catch, so it goes back to the same spot every time, something our last faucet didn't have. So I really liked that. So overall, very happy. The install is a little bit more difficult than I had hoped for because of the trimming, and the clips are a pain to get to tighten those up and really clamp this thing down against your material. But overall, wasn't too bad, and love the functionality. Going to get lots of good use out of this, and very happy with our purchase.